Hello. In this video, I'm going to show you how you can create your own Power BI report based on usage data coming from OfficeExpert as well with simulation data OfficeExpert has done and performed over the time. In one of the previous videos, I have shown you already how you can utilize Panagenda Data Miner as the API interface in order to connect data with your favorite BI tool. So let's start with our today's session about configuring a report. So in this example, I'm just utilizing conference simulation data with usage simulation data. So conference simulation data, I have here already an API configured via data miner. What I'm going to do is I will just copy the URL, the JSON URL into my clipboard and move over to my BI dashboard. I just add here as a web URL that JSON string which I have copied into the clipboard. He is now accessing the OfficeExpert appliance and he is trying to pull content from the OfficeExpert appliance into the Power BI. So let's wait a few seconds on that. Depending on the data structure and depending on the amount of data, this can take a couple of seconds. So here we go. So one of the next things is to do all this transaction or transformations of the data. So I will just pick everything. I will just pull that stuff. Whenever done, I just transform the data a little bit so that this is, for instance, a date and time, and the other fields are whole numbers and as well a text structure. So this is, for instance, text. And the same for the other stuff where I just mention whole numbers. So those are the results coming from the simulation data which OfficeExpert has performed over time. So whenever I'm done, I just give this a name, Skype conferences, for instance, and I just hit close. And he is pulling now this data into my BI frontend. Again, a couple of seconds until he pulls all the data into the business intelligence tool. I have on the right hand side now the data available, and for demonstration purpose I will just pick the line chart in which I will just do here a couple of things and timestamp, and I will just get here, for instance, for conference create simulation set here, for instance, this time series. So I'm more or less flexible when it comes to what kind of chart I would like to depict, use for the depiction. And to make it more comfortable, because we just said that this is a demonstration how simple you can create your own report. Let's make here also that kind of stuff in which I moved it up so I can minimize or drill down into the data based on the needs. So we have now the simulation data embedded into a simple dashboard, into a simple report. So let's add also a usage data into that. So I'm just switching over to my pre-configured usage of peer-to-peer information. So here I do exactly the same step. I copy this into the clipboard. I just add this as a new source. Enter the URL. This is a bit quicker because there is less data available in that particular case. I do exactly the same step as previously. I have here my user principal names, for instance, and I just say that's text. That's the date, and these are individual whole numbers. I will just give it also a name like Skype peer-to-peer usage as an example. I apply that configuration and I have it here again available. So I have two different sources, simulation data and usage data. And of course, I can easily add here another visualization where I simply say visualize the peer-to-peer based on whatever activity. So for instance, total amount of peer-to-peer sessions based on the users. So who is my top 3 user, or who are the top 3 users compared to all the other users I have in my usage data available. So that's really a simple approach how you can combine different kind of resources and sources into a report slide deck of Power BI. Thank you.